excited? Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hello Rempower, hello Roxy, it's great to see y'all. Hope y'all have had a good day. How are y'all really? I've had a pretty chill day so far, yeah, like, mostly just resting, chilling, like, haven't had much to do. But, that's changing tonight, because I'm gonna be playing I Became Gay from, translating my new roommate's short story, which looks to be very cool and interesting, yeah. Alright, yeah. Hello Jinyu, great to see you as well. I'm gonna type !GFT in chat. This is a really interesting looking Yuri visual. Ooh! Jinyu, thank you for the host, I really appreciate it. This is a really interesting looking, Yuri visual novel, or the demo of one, created by Professor Lily, a new, like, visual novel studio. It looks cute as hell. I am very interested in it. Ooh.
Oh shit, it's been a year now?
Roxy, thank you for subscribing with, Prime Gaming for 12 months! Yeah, thank you for continuing to use LMOS for a year! Oh, I don't know, I'll be able to stick around much, but thanks for playing our game. Yeah, hello, sorry! I am very excited for it. It looks cool as hell. I want that fucking girl on purpose shirt right now. I cannot wait for this, but yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. Head over, and let's begin a new game. Hello there. Oh, right, spaces. Oh, spaces hide. Right. It's enter, right. I haven't played a visual novel in a while. Welcome to I Became Gay from translating my roommate's short story, also known as Gay from translating, GFT, girlfriend time, and so on. If our flag system is working correctly, then it seems that this is your first time playing. Yep. Hello, Jasper! I'm having a mimosa, how are you? I am doing pretty good. I am very excited for this story. Ooh, Blops, thank you, Rem. Oh. While it may be a work of fiction, Gay from Translating does tackle some heavy themes and can get rather dark at times. So before we begin, I would like to know if you wish to be warned when a scene featuring such themes is about to happen. You can choose the warning level that best suits your needs, depending on whether you simply require time to prepare for continuing or would rather skip the scene entirely. And of course, you can also choose to forego warnings altogether. Alright, so, summaries. Game will fade to black at the start of the scene and ask if you wish to proceed or skip it. If you skip the scene, a warning list summary of its events will appear before the game resumes. If you proceed, banners with specific warnings will still appear with a button to skip the scene at any time. And none, and generic banners, okay. Specific banners, okay. Oh, thank you for the Hydra, Jasper. I'll be on my way home from the Cracker Barrel soon. Fun. Right, Right, okay, let me just check, alright, so yeah, this is the general content warnings, yeah, just checking, sorry, if you're still here, is there any adult content in the demo version? Just to make sure before, yeah, like, what content warning level I should go with. I think I will go with, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with summaries for now, but yeah. You've selected summaries for this playthrough. Good choice. Well then, let's begin. Merlin, the sagely wizard of Sagacia, crawls pathetically towards me and cries, "Sir Aaron of the Saturn, we're not amassing enough burgers to placate the masses." Oh, I'm gonna turn the audio down just a click. Yeah. Hopefully that's not too loud for y'all. "Sir Aaron of the Saturn, we're not amassing enough burgers to placate the masses." Unperturbed by his despair, I lean back on my throne. "And how did that happen?" I asked gracefully. "The demand is increasing too quickly for us to keep up with, and the villagers are already revolting due to the burger shortage." I snicker. "That was the plan, you doofus of Sagacia." I had him spend money on stealth marketing tactics for a reason. I knew that the villagers, unused to my marketing genius, would be easily duped if we bought out their neighbors. After that, it was a matter of time until demand skyrocketed. I stand up, my tiger skin mantle fluttering behind me as I rise, and Merlin falls to his knees, still accustomed to the sight of the glorious businessman hero that I am. Oh, this is delightfully cheesy. Although my knowledge of video games and fantasy novels is of no use to me, I've read enough salaryman novels to stand my ground. This looks cute. Hello, Jude! Great to see ya! Fantasy heroes are unworthy of commendation. They fight dragons and save the world, but call it a day once everything's done, not giving a damn about what happens afterwards. Even with the forces of evil defeated, civilization would be doomed to fall to ruin anyway. They're not leaders. They're con artists. Forget these heroes. We can learn far more from the fictional businessmen seen in my stories of choice. I admire how they trick their enemies and grow their empires with nothing but their cunning. I think back to a line from one of my personal favorite novels. "Why should I pay you a single dime for your labor when I gave you the idea for this product in the first place, mongrel? Be glad that I'm even giving you this much exposure. After all, only ideas are worth anything in this world." God, this is... Oh. This is just a perfect This is a perfect encapsulation of like the businessman isekai subgenre. Why is this so relatable? Yeah, this is what shitty bosses will do to ya. I must envision myself as one such entrepreneur. Yes, I'll inspire a technological and economical revolution in this uncivilized medieval world by introducing fast food into it. That's Lemma. I'll make Adam Smith proud. Oh, this is so good. Even if the situation grows dangerous, I must remain calm. Of course, I wouldn't want to disappoint my 14 wives, who are awaiting my return in my gilded quarters either. God. So believe in yourself, Sir Aaron of the Saturn, because this world is nothing more than a stock market for you to game. There are no other economical There are no other ethical economic systems aside from capitalism. Well, and slavery. God, this is really how they fucking talk. Like, y'all. Like, I know, yeah, this is like The Devil is a Part-Timer, but the devil became a franchise and brought the franchisee and brought the franchisee into the Isekai world. Yeah, like, y'all, you think, like, this is like, literally how, like, this type of, like, Isekai protag talks. Like, this is so, like, this is, like, I don't, like, this is, I could actually, like, you could actually see this in, like, a low-tier, like, business, person. It is, yeah, it is interesting, but it's also, like, just, it's also just done to fucking death. Like, there's already, like, a couple dozen series that, like, do this, and they all have utter garbage politics. But I still need more power before I can unlock that option. God, this dude is a piece of shit. Having thought of the next step of my plan, I strike up a Machiavellian smile. The returns will be massive if it succeeds. This dude's gonna get fucking raffle stomped. Glaring at Merlin, I say, the time has come for us to introduce a new kind of burger. A new kind of burger, my lord. And I laugh in that way only the most successful businessmen ever laugh. That's right. A burger made of drugs. I don't know whether I like this or not. I'm having very perplexed feelings about this. Yeah, this is entirely satire. And into the actual story. Okay, that's enough of proofreading nonsense isekai for a day. Oh, up for history, okay. I'm used to the Renpai key bindings, I guess. Okay, that's enough of proofreading nonsense isekai for a day. Y'all, I am so fucking gay. Watanabe Fiona, master of mediocre translations. I am so fucking gay. I will buy that Girl on Purpose shirt. I will buy that shirt. I will buy multiple of that shirt. I need it because it is a fucking vibe. I'm a girl on purpose and that kicks ass. The state of Japanese popular media has never been so dire. It's easy to be cynical about the whole thing when you're constantly seeing stories on social media about creators being exploited by these creative industries. Buying them oversized or inside. One of each. Like, I'm gonna get one insized and one oversized just for what lesbian vibe I'm feeling. Cause, like, the tight-fitting shirt, that's a vibe. The oversized baggy shirt, that's a vibe. God, they're so good. Like, I want this shirt. And as more and more publishers learn how to optimize the transformation of artists into content creators, I can't help but reflect on my complicity as a translator in letting this creative bankruptcy flourish. Yeah. Oh, hi. Now, I've arrived to gay vibes, it seems. Hello, Non! Yeah, oversized is very comfy. You're so adorable. Oh. I need a stream deck for that. I'm just, whoa, oh no, scrolling does skip, wait, weird, okay, okay, I just have to, I accidentally, who knew the greatest enemy of Japanese media would be its own, commodification? My stomach rumbles. I pick up my chopsticks and start slurping the rest of the noodles away. They've grown cold and honestly kinda gross. I must have gotten really into work again if I didn't notice that so much time had already passed. God, I feel that. Oh, I feel that so hard. Like, when, like, instant noodles get, like, super mushy. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Alright, it's just this one, okay. You know, the noodles became soggy. It is? Alright, scroll down is just an input. I'm still nowhere near finished. And just thinking about the next chapter is making me tired. The noodles became soggy, yeah, those long passages on economics are so gonna kill me. God, yeah. Fiction has changed. As I turn away from the computer to rub my weary eyes, I notice the myriad empty styrofoam noodle cups strewn all over the desk. Fucking mood, like, I've got like 3 bowls right here, I need to clean the fuck up. They're stacked on top of each other, the disposable wooden chopsticks protruding out the gaps in the towers like they're gasping for fresh air. When I slide my headphones down to my neck, the song I was listening to is immediately drowned out by the noise coming from my broken AC. Oh, God. Thinking about it, most people would probably find living like this impossible. But it's not so bad once you get used to it, really. I'm in sync with the scene played, yeah. I'm just being called out here. I ate the last of the noodles in this cup, finished drinking the broth, and put it next to the other noodle cup towers. Stale, cold broth. Ugh. Just the way the instant noodle manufacturers and God intended. Should have instant noodles again sometimes. They're actually pretty alright. I moved my chair backwards to stand up and end up knocking some empty cups that were laying on the floor over in the process. A few drops of leftover broth spill out of them. It's meant to be hot. Yeah. Whatever. It's not like any more stains are gonna make a difference at this point. Well, let's try stretching. Okay, never mind. My body's as stiff as lead. God mood! Maybe I could do it if I made an actual effort, but it's hard to get in the mood for it when it's already so late. Unless if it's cold soba. Cold soba is the only acceptable one for cooling noodles, yeah. I haven't had cold soba before. I might try it sometime. Not sure how, like, the stim on that would be. I'd have to see. Outside, the city's lights are dim, yet somehow still distracting. While in here, the fulgent colors of my monitor's screensaver seem to be asking, aren't you gonna keep working? Fulgent, that's a new one. Dazzlingly bright, radiant, interesting. Neat, yeah, that's a word to note down, okay. Not right now, I'm not. I step away from the computer and hop onto my delightfully concrete-like bed. Oh god, those are the worst! Pulling out my phone, I snicker at the idea of avoiding an LCD screen by looking at another, before going to see if I missed anything interesting on social media today. Looks like my friends are still trying to get people to read the novels they're translating, since their anime adaptations are airing at the moment. Blech. There are some really good Chinese and Vietnamese cold noodle dishes. I'll take a salad with cold noodles are nice. I will keep that in mind. Yeah, food is difficult for me. In part because I'm a robot, but also, I love the negative impacts of autism. Honestly, I wouldn't give being autistic up for the fucking world. Yeah. Cold soba is soba noodles made of buckwheat, normally on bamboo mesh. Yeah, I know it. I know, yeah. You dip it into broth. Yeah. I know about, like, cold soba generally, but yeah. Yeah. I find it exhausting how translators nowadays are expected to do advertising and PR for the things they're working on. imagine having to engage with internet communities, especially the loud and obnoxious ones, as part of your day job. Yeah, like, I feel so bad for translators who are just doing their job and, like, making as good translations as possible, and then fucking internet anime Nazis decide to give them shit for writing the word cringe in a place where it would be perfectly acceptable to have cringe based on the original text. Like, the best translation for Chunibyo is cringe. This is not debatable. I hope they're getting paid really well to do that, because if they're not, that just sounds like exploitation. That said, I can't judge anyone for accepting those kind of jobs. It's just the reality of working as a translator today. Really, I should consider myself lucky for not having to do these kinds of things much, unlike everyone else. Junie's a special sort of cringe, but for the most part, yeah. Yeah, like, just, it's a special sort of cringe, but, like, if your target audience is, like, just, if you're, like, in the time constraint of you're writing a 1 to 2 line subtitle that will appear on screen for the entirety of 5 seconds, cringe is basically the best possible translation. You feel like 8th Grader Syndrome translates well to a degree? Yeah. I still think like cringe is like the best succinct way to do it. But yeah. The most I have to do is crack self-deprecating jokes while trying to survive on the few crumbs I can get. Yep, it's a good thing I only translate light novels that will never become popular. I wonder why I'm a translator. Maybe this is all just a dream. I'm reminded of a certain translation of Zhuangzi's Parable of the Butterfly's Dream that I read once. That story goes like this. Zhuangzi dreamed of being a butterfly, just minding its butterfly business. But when he woke up, he wondered if he was actually a butterfly dreaming of being a man. After all, there's no substantial difference between the two dreamers. How can you know who's dreaming of who? Oh, Cass, please. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Cass, please. Hello. Well, it's weird to watch something weird to watch someone read a work I co-wrote. Yeah, I am definitely enjoying it so far. This is really good so far. I will, yeah. One of y'all on the writing team brought up Zhuangzi's Parable of the Butterfly. I don't have, I know I'm in reality because I can actually, feel things and, physical sensation. I don't get the sensation of touch in dreams. Love having weird brain functions that make me absolutely sure I'm in quote, baseline reality. Yeah. In the end, all he could say is that he is the butterfly and the butterfly's him. But the academic behind, academic behind this translation, love having weird functions too, weird brain functions are neat. Yeah, but the academic behind this translation of the story claimed that most people hadn't actually understood the story, and that it's not only about the interchangeability and transience of dreams and reality, but the transformative nature of material entities. I don't have a sense of touch in dreams. It never really occurs to me since I'm never where I'm dreaming, but still, it is definitely a good, parable for, comparing things, but, only for, primarily for, neurotypical folks. There are definitely other comparable things, but yeah. Much like how life becomes death and death becomes life, Zhuangzi becomes a butterfly, and the butterfly becomes Zhuangzi. We're always changing, metamorphosing into something else. That struck me as a truly beautiful way of interpreting and translating that story. The fleeting nature of life and dreams accords too well with the flawed art of translating, yeah. It's kind of like, I think, yeah, like, the parable of the butterfly is definitely, yeah, like, I kind of feel like the ship of Theseus is a bit more along, like, what I feel would be a good parable for that, but yeah, just in general. Translation is a creative act of interpretation that this had to be one of the finest examples of the form. Yeah. Alas, I haven't been that inspired about my work for some time now. Maybe I'm just dreaming of being a mediocre human translator, and if I close my eyes, I'll be... Oh, right, what would... yeah, is there, like, a way to note, like, typos or such for this, or, would you prefer to, like, do your own, like, proofreading loop? Amount of typo, yeah, 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 and if I close my... yeah, now we can remember this, sounds good, yeah. And if I close my eyes, I'll be a perfect butterfly again. Couldn't you have chosen a better life to dream about, Miss Butterfly? Whatever, it's not like I can do anything about any of this. No matter how bad this senseless job gets, I'll continue being addicted to it. Ooh, I need more water, Yeah, gotta remember to stay hydrated while shit, bumped my mic. Hopefully everything's good. It was just a pop filter, yeah. Ooh. That's better, okay, yeah. Yeah, like, gotta remember to stay hydrated when you're reading visual novels about very thirsty girls. After letting ennui overwhelm my brain, I put my phone down and attempt to nap away this depression. But my stomach rumbles in retaliation. Being hungry really is the perpetual human condition. Oh god, don't I fucking know it. I fling myself up, head to the kitchen, and start boiling some more water. Watching the vapors stream out of my kettle's beak, I find myself thinking about the light novel I'm currently working on again. There's a particular line in chapter 25 that perfectly encapsulates the difficulty of translating anything Japanese into English. You see, Japanese is quite a terse and minimalist language, especially compared to how verbose English can be. This difference between the two can sometimes make it feel like no translation from Japanese to English is ever gonna be truly accurate. Yeah, like, I actually was, like, learning Japanese in college for a bit, but then COVID hit, and it turns out I can't do remote learning, so I had to drop that for the time being. Hopefully not indefinitely, but yeah, As a result, the difference in the nuance between the original script I'm working on and the word vomit that I put out feels massive. Everything that I write is bloated, filled with meaning that wasn't there in the original. My translations might as well be a completely separate story, yeah, I imagine other translators must feel the same way. Truth is, we're just making derivative works loosely based on what we're translating. Oh, and by the way, the line... yeah, the line that got me thinking about all this ultimately just means cash is the sex machine. Yeah. Translation be like that. F. Water's finished boiling, so my breakfast/dinner/dinner is almost ready. I open my cabinet, revealing my instant noodle harem, and take one of the cups. Okay, that is... my This, I think, is one of my favorite... Brinner's the term I know well, yeah, mood. Look. look, yeah, Cass, who wrote this line? Because I want to give them, like, I want to PayPal them, like, $20. Like, this is one of the best lines of, like, anything I've seen in anything. This is just spectacular. Like, yeah, like, this is such a good one. I wrote the main text, sorry, I edited it to make it readable. Look, like, this is just so fucking good. Like, this is such a good line. Like, holy shit. Like, this is just so good. This is good. Yeah, I open my cabinet, revealing my instant noodle harem, and take one of the cups. My phone buzzes. I look at the time before picking up the call. My editor actually has a life, so I doubt they'd be calling me at 4 a.m. God fucking mood. So the only other option left is my mom's. Never I've heard this line before, but managed to be said more. Hello? The child has spoken! Feels like ages since we last talked. Y'all called me 3 days ago. And the last time we talked before that was 5 days ago. And before that it was 8 days ago. You're pretty proud of your harassment, huh? You're so proud of how much we love you. Asian parents. And besides, we know your habits, dear. Working at 4 a.m. Probably drinking energy drinks, too. I don't drink that stuff anymore. That's good. Our girls learn not to depend on caffeine. I'm weird. Like, I've never actually really had much benefit from caffeine. Like, yeah, it makes me not sleep, but it also doesn't stop me from getting tired. So I'm just tired, but can't go to sleep, and it's hell. I just have my ADHD meds instead. Yeah, that's ADHD for you. Can't not drink caffeine, yeah. I do drink coffee, though. Yep, Rem's got it. I take that back. Speaking of, how's work going? Exciting as always. Barely paying the bills. Give me a second. I look back at the stove, suddenly remembering that I was cooking something. Water stopped bubbling. Must have turned off the stove without noticing it. Thank goodness I didn't burn my apartment down. I put down my phone and pour hot water into the freshly opened noodles. Then, I carefully rip open that lovely all-artificial flavoring packet, dump the contents into the cup, and stir the whole thing with a brand new set of disposable chopsticks while meditating on the mysteries of the universe. Was cooking something. Let me guess. Instant noodles? Bingo. You got the $1,000 prize. That is a $10 question, and you should use that money to buy some vegetables. Hate 'em. Oh, fucking mood. Oh, like my very weird, distinct flavor of autism just does not fucking work with, like, most vegetables. Oh, it sucks. Still the picky eater. We're actually eating right now as well at a family restaurant. Delicious autism, yeah. Meeting another writer? That's right. Might as well use these drink coupons while we're at it, you know? I let out a sigh. The two women who I call my mothers are always working on some big project or another. The scale at which their adopted daughter will never be able to approach by herself. Yeah. Mood. Fucking mood. Hatsune is a prestigious Japanese university teacher who specializes in 18th century American literature, while Kaneko is an American political scientist studying East Asian security affairs. Yeah, don't eat lemons, autism, flame water. Oh, hi Alicia, great to see you. Yeah, those nerds met in some university's book club, fell in love with each other, and have never been separated since. I keep being like, okay, Lemma's gonna get annoyed at one of my ideas being too much, and then Lemma goes, okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, no, Alicia, you have really good ideas. Yeah, like, just, with the game, I can code monkey. Like, you want something, I can get it done. It might take a little while, but, like, I can program stuff, I can make stuff work. Like, just, like, you're still sticking within, like, a very defined scope, and, like, that's not getting bigger, so, like, just go ham. Like, you know how to avoid scope creep, so I trust you to come up with ideas that I can do. For all intents and purposes, they're the most perfect, and therefore the most annoying, couple I've ever met. Anyway, there is something we would like to discuss with you. I've enough experience in playing games that I have at least an okay grasp of how this game will look in my head. Yeah, I'm still trying to, like, figure out, like, scope on, like, Project Uplink and a bit Soul and Silicon? But yeah. Anyway, there's something we'd like to discuss with you. Honestly, the biggest bit of scope is the scripted sequences bosses will do, yeah. Like, scripted sequences are pretty easy. But yeah. Scope creep just happens, yeah. Yeah, like, I am, like... Yeah, like, one of my game projects is pretty firmly in the, like, in, like, the spitball phase, so I'm just, like, throwing out ideas with, like, the other person I'm working on it with and seeing what stick. Yeah. Can you turn on your video for a moment? You want to see your daughter, well, make a mess while eating instant noodles, that bad? Our girl knows she's a messy eater. Mood. She has grown. You two should consider becoming a comedy duo. Does a comedy trio not sound better? The Watanabe Comedy Trio! These two wanted to raise their adopted child as a human museum of sorts, so instead of nursery rhymes and magical girl anime, I grew up with, Kawabata and Soseki. It was a pretty weird child, and I used to hate them for making me go through all that. Now that I'm older, though, I guess I can appreciate my upbringing. The authors I read as a kid ended up being formative influences on my taste, and probably would never known about them if not for my mom's. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, thank you, Castle. Yeah, That said, I do think they're the kind of parents who wanted their kid to be a clone of them. I'm grateful for everything they've done for me, of course, but I also wanted to be independent. In the end, I sought out authors who I liked for my own reasons, like Dazai. I'm enthralled by the fantastic imagery in his works and the deep soliloquies on what human life should be like. I really wish I really wish that my ADHD let me, like, read books more. Like, I can do visual novels easy because, like, they're, like, you don't have all the text on the screen at once. It appears progressively. That is actually, like, one of the most important accessibility features that, like, visual novels provide. It's really good. I just wish that I, like, could read more books and not just stuff that's gotten a visual novel. Yeah. Yeah, and also, like, just noting on the accessibility, I do very much appreciate how, like, you've got, like, font sizes, you've got different, like, available fonts. One thing I've seen in, like, Yeah, audiobooks could be a way to go, but I do agree that VNs have that section by section. Yeah, audiobooks don't like. I like the actual like visual aspect of reading and not just listening to stuff, just because like other like auditory stuff. But yeah, I do really like how like lots of like now there's like image audio descriptions. Yeah, like accessibility is something you can do so easily with visual novels. It's really, really good, and I'm really glad that like just so many VNs nowadays do have that like component to them. Oh, just a second. I've gotta get my headphones readjusted. Can't really do VNs TBH. Definitely understandable. Yeah, like they don't work for everyone, but they do. Yeah, like they work for me, and that makes me happy. I should do a Highway Blossoms reread on stream sometime. That'd be fun. I wanted to get into anime too, though. I know so I can marathon like 5 books over weekend. Yeah, VNs have anime girls, which helps readability. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, that's my hot take. If you want like your book to be readable, like if you want like your story to like be more readable, put anime girls in it. Like I think like legit the only like novel form stuff I've like read in the last like year or two is like fucking like Xandra Vandra light novels about getting turned into a girl and being happy about it, which I mean, yeah. That's a mood. Oh yeah, by the way, Castle, I said it before you came in, but I need the Girl on Purpose shirt. I will buy multiple of the Girl on Purpose shirt in multiple different sizes because, oh, it's such a good shirt. When I entered high school in Japan, hearing my classmates talk about the shows they were watching would always make me curious about it, but since my moms were very strict about TV time, my only option was that intersection of the literature that I knew and the anime I wanted to learn about. The light novel section in bookstores. Everyone loves the Girl on Purpose shirt. It's such a good shirt! Like, I remember the first time I bought one. I want the Girl on Purpose shirt with the text and gender fluid colors. Hell yeah! The bright and colorful visuals on the cover were so cute, it made me really embarrassed. Probably because I knew my parents only wanted me to read serious, classic literature. Then I got bored from only ever reading the likes of Ogai and started craving something different. So I took the plunge. To be honest, I don't remember what that first light novel I read was called anymore, but I still think about how it warmed my heart. It was a typical high school romance. The protagonist wanted to confess to this other girl that she liked. Nothing special. But what struck me about the story was how the characters were just normal high school girls, just like me. I went to a normal school and dealt with normal problems. Nosy parents, homework, being anxious about your crush, the possibility of dating someone they're head over heels for. When I finished that book, I realized that what I wanted was to read more stories like that. Those of people like me, going about their normal, but still exciting daily lives. And of course, I wanted to see more illustrations of cute girls kissing too, but I digress. Oh, fucking mood. Fucking mood. Oh, God. I need more illustrations of cute girls kissing, TBH. Nikki, Nile, and I really still need to get that, like, trio art done sometime. I stopped reading from my parents' reading curriculum, and the rest is history. So, what do you want to talk about? You like money? Sure do. What do you think about your living expenses being covered? Chicago's expensive, so I'd appreciate it. And would you like to have a housemate? Housemate? If you want to meet her, then turn your camera on. I hate being... Oh, Mr. Clearlip. I hate being in the dark about things like this, so I turn on my phone's camera. Ooh. I can just barely make out the image of a girl next to my mom's. The artifacting is obscuring her facial features. God. Fucking mood. I should, like, write a, like, script to, like, put, like, video artifacting onto, like, a PNG. That'd be fun. Must be an issue with my connection. American internet sucks. God, don't I fucking know it. Like, $120 fucking dollars a month for gigabit. Come the fuck on. Ooh. Hi, I'm, introduce yourself, Junko. Way to ruin the surprise. My name is Junko. Nice to meet you. She's a writer, and a very good one at that. I've heard about you. Despite the noise, I'm taken aback by how pretty her voice is. On the other hand, she must be getting a hell of a first impression from seeing me eat instant noodles. Why must you do this to me, moms? So, the idea is she would stay at your place while she studies. What was it again? Anthropology. At a university in Chicago. You know, that famous one. She's very smart and a great writer, too. We already read her work, so we can vouch for her. Anthropology, huh? And she's staying with me? Yes. Her parents and us are gonna split the costs. We'll also pay you to take care of her. Please teach her all about how great Chicago and the US of A can be. The country's a dumpster. Haven't you seen the news? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The news say one thing, but Fiona's Chicago will say another. Fiona is a lovely name. Say you picked it out yourself. Say you picked it out yourself. Head out now. See ya, Roxy. Quality of the video improves a little, and I can now see Junko's face properly. She's blushing while playing with her long black hair. I feel drawn towards her. Oh, you're smitten. I'll hang up if you guys turn this into another matchmaking session. No, that was just a joke. Our proposal's a serious one. I think you're pretty too? Huh? But my hair is like a mess though. A girl knows she needs to take better care of herself. And she will still not do anything about it. Please ignore them. Anyway, when are you coming? She'll be boarding the plane in 3 hours. Oh, okay. You lied. We're not in a family restaurant. Hey, hon. My girlfriend just came back from her girlfriend's place. We're actually in a small restaurant at the airport. Huh? I thought you told her already. Don't worry, sweetie, she'll accept. She likes money after all. That's right. I don't see why not if they're paying, and I'm used to this kind of thing from them anyway. Oh, you should clean your place up. She'll be there in less than a day, and jet-lagged at that. You should make sure she's comfortable. Yeah, I'll do some cleaning. Good. Well, any other questions for your new housemate, Junko? She likes girls. Oh, that fucking art. Oh, that's good. Jeez, thanks for leaking that. Say, Junko? Yes? Your English is pretty good. Oh, thank you. I hope my speech is not stilted. Not at all. I should go to sleep. It was nice meeting you, Fiona. See you later. I'm glad that she likes girls. Yeah, I'm glad that she likes girls part was one of the first things I wrote. I mean, that's basically the best place to start. See you later? Yep. See you soon. Is that all? You don't even welcome her with a party? What did you expect? You're talking to someone who's awake at 5 a.m. eating instant noodles. I'm going to bed. I've still got work to do after I wake up. Gosh, how did we raise her? I swear I read every parenting magazine in the world, and yet... Well, take good care of Junko, okay? She's a writer in the making, so no messing around. Such a mood, yeah. Junko hesitates for a moment, embarrassed, before bowing her head. She glances up at me, a little like a worried puppy. Ooh! Yo! Hey, Scylla! How are you? Ooh, you've got an animated emote now. Fuck yeah. I should put some I need to get some animated emotes. Yeah, Don't worry, I'll take care of her. Really? Yep. You look like a good girl. I'll be happy to welcome you to Chicago. I still have 3 slots left to fill. Yeah, I've got the expanded emote slots and the animated emotes and follower emotes, but just God, I wish I had the fucking money to commission all of those. Help me. You look like a good girl. I'd be happy to welcome you to Chicago. Thank you very much. Junko bows her head again, but this time with such force that she slams her forehead on the table. No, don't do that. Be careful. She lets out an owie as my mom's make sure she's all right. Oh, yo! Lore! Hello! How are you all doing? Hello, lots of folks. Varric, Serper, Chokajax, Polytrap, Aria Chronicle. Welcome to you all. Thank you very much for the raid. For all of you joining for the first time, I'm Lemma. I'm a chubby queer robot VTuber who both makes and plays games on stream. Tonight we are playing, GFT? Yeah, tonight we are playing, I Became Gay from translating my new roommate's light novel by Professor Lily. One of the writers is in the chat. We're having just a chill good time. The story is spectacular so far. It is so fucking good. I am still not over the phrase, I open my cabinet, revealing my instant noodle harem, and take one of the cups. It's so good. It is such fucking... it's really good so far. It's really good. Yeah. Yeah, Samsung, yeah. Hello, Empress Kuna. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, yeah. Thanks all. Yeah, no, this is a really good story so far. Y'all should check out the demo. Y'all should get it when it comes out. We are only an hour into stream, and I'm already saying people should get it because I'm already really enjoying myself with this. Yeah. You have no idea how much she's looking forward to Chicago. And she wants to see someone like you work on your craft. She's too sincere. Yeah, I can tell. I'm sorry. She blushes again. To be honest, it's a pretty cute sight. I can't help but giggle. Looking forward to meeting you. I return. Hello, welcome back, Alicia. After saying goodnight to them, I brush my teeth and flop onto bed. While tucking myself in, I start thinking about Junko again. I hope I managed to come across as normal enough to assuage any worries she might have had. I don't know if I'll make a good housemate, but I know how tough moving to another country can be, and I got the impression that she'd been through a lot, so I'd like to at least make her feel welcome here. Closing my eyes, my mind wanders to the sight of her comely face again. I'm getting a cute housemate, and more importantly, my bills won't be an issue for a long time. Sounds like a new chapter in my life is about to begin. Right. After 10,000 years, I've allowed... oh, wait, oh, is this from Junko's side? After 10,000 years, I've allowed myself the privilege of drinking an iced latte. I don't like indulging in these luxuries much, and it's not like I have the money to do it often anyway. But I happen to notice... Oh no, this is, yeah. Words. I don't like indulging in these luxuries much, and it's not like I have the money to do it often anyway, but I happened to notice this fancy cafe while waiting around in arrivals, and given that I just finished sending a big batch of work to my editor, I figured I could treat myself to something nice for once. I got stuck on a certain part of chapter 8 for so long. Yeah, it wasn't exactly hard to translate, at least linguistically, but there was this catchphrase that the protagonist kept repeating in all of his monologues about capitalism, and reusing the same vocabulary like that might feel more natural in Japanese, but if you do it in English, your prose will just end up feeling really weird and stilted. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. I actually find those kinds of differences between writing cultures really interesting, but it is something that translators are always struggling with, even if it's not something most people ever think about. So yeah, I've had to research a bunch of capitalist theory so I could get the ideas and the text right while rephrasing things so they'd sound more natural. Oh, that sounds like hell. Oh, that sounds like it fucking sucks. Fiona, I'm so sorry. Seriously, I'm not getting paid enough for how much effort I've had to put into this isekai about a fast food kingdom. But I do think I did a good job and earned myself a reward, hence the iced latte. And this bittersweet taste, reminiscent of the dichotomy between work and leisure. Yep, it's perfect. I know a friend who's reading up a lot of World War II military history for a title they're translating at the moment. Fun. Yeah, yeah, but like, capitalist theory just sucks. Like, it's not even interesting to read. At least from my experience. I take another sip of the fancy millennial drink and glance at the flight information display. It's changed to say that the baggage from Junko's flight is being loaded out of the plane. With nothing to do but keep waiting, my thoughts wander to my next translation project. The details aren't that tantalizing, it's just another isekai work. Although this one is getting adapted into one of those smartphone games with microtransactions. Oh no, it's turning into a MOBA game? Oh god! But the real kicker is that none of the translators working on it, including myself, are getting credited for it. Ugh. And we had to sign an NDA too, forbidding us from even talking about anything specific. We can't even mention the agency we work for. Fuck that! Oh, that's just horse shit. It's yet another hella sketchy practice that's weirdly common in the industry, but pay on this job will be a little bit better than I usually get, so it's hard for me to care about that stuff. By now, my latte's been reduced to little more than half-molten ice cubes. I instinctively start tapping my feet in some futile effort to make time go faster. God, mood. Fucking mood. I want to go back to sleep. Come on, airport. Please let Junko out already. Suddenly, the doors slide open. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's fucking pretty. Takeda Junko. Up and coming? Question mark. Writer? Question mark, question mark. And Junko appears before me. I raise my hand to greet her, but... Hello. Wow. Her smile sure is something. This is my first time outside Japan. Damn, sorry to hear that. Should have gone to a fancier place instead, like Italy. I do not speak Italian, unfortunately, but I hope my English is satisfactory. Oh, don't worry. If my English is good enough, then I'm sure you'll be okay. As I drive us back to my apartment in the middle of nowhere, I'm finally able to get a proper look at Junko, albeit from the rearview mirror. Most of the tourists my moms have sent over in the past like to look out the windows, watching the scenery and skyscrapers in the distance. But I noticed that Junko preferred looking straight ahead, through the windshield, and sometimes we end up making eye contact through the rearview mirror. Hello. Even just these little hellos of hers are so charming that I can't help but grin back at her. Oh, this is cute as fuck. This is cute as fuck. What's up? So, you're a translator? Yep. Japanese to English. Not the other way around, though. It requires some skills I don't have. Personally, I think it's impressive. I've tried to translate from Japanese to English, but found it quite difficult. Well, I still think it's hard. I've done creative writing before, and I definitely think translating is harder. Junko giggles, covering her mouth with one of her hands. That's a very insightful observation. God, she's so cute that I should be paying attention to the road instead. As our small talk naturally comes to an end, I turn on the radio. The song that comes on is one of those generic American pop tracks. But it beats only having the humming of the engine to listen to. And Junko still looks a bit timid, but she's bobbing her head to the tune, so I guess she's liking it too. Come to think of it, I haven't bothered looking Junko up on the internet. Aside from their day jobs, my parents also have their own literary magazine. They say it's just an excuse for having more literature to read, but over the years they've attracted some pretty big names, so I figure Junko must also be some kind of up-and-coming celebrity writer. On top of how talented they said she is, she's very pretty too. She'd be right at home on the cover of a magazine. I can imagine her attracting a lot of attention. I wish I were that talented and pretty. Fucking mood! Imagine the money! Yeah. Suddenly, I notice that we're already almost at the apartment. I take a left upon reaching the nearby intersection and make sure there's no oncoming traffic before driving into the parking lot. We're here. We get out of the car, and I take it upon myself to carry Junko's luggage. Aww. After all, my room's on the 3rd floor, and I couldn't possibly let her carry all these things, all the way up there herself, even if I have to sacrifice my biceps for it. Times like this is when I resent this apartment not having an elevator, but it's not like you can ask for much if you want cheap rent in a city like Chicago. I mean, you could ask for some ADA compliance, but... After I finished my yearly allotted workout, I unlocked the door and introduced Junko to her new home. Wow. It's cleaner than I imagined it would be from how your parents were talking about you. And it smells nice too. Ha! Y'all, yeah, y'all coming from the raid. This shirt, do you see this shirt? I need this shirt. I need the Girl on Purpose shirt. Oh, it's such a good shirt. Rereading this text again made me realize how millennial this VN is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I am, like, in weird, I'm, like, in that, like, weird cuspy hell zone of, like, being too young to remember a time before 9/11, but being old enough to remember a time before the iPhone. It's a special sort of hell. Especially since as a techie person, I've always just been the youngest person in the room pretty much no matter where I go. Hey, it took me a few hours, but I did clean the apartment like I said I would. Granted, most of that time was spent spraying odor neutralizer everywhere to get rid of the musty instant noodle smell. Once we finish moving luggage to a room she'll be staying in, Junko takes a closer look around the living room and something underneath the TV stand catches her attention. Reaching for it, she finds a used instant noodle cup. Oops. Looks like your parents were right after all, And she starts laughing away. You'd think this would be embarrassing, but I can't possibly feel bad when her laugh sounds so sweet. I'll get rid of it right away, master. Do you watch American TV? I was wondering if variety shows here are better than the ones in Japan. No. Oh, I don't watch TV. Don't think those shows are popular here, though. But the TV's more like a glorified monitor for my laptop when I want to watch VTubers or something. Huh, watching VTubers. I wonder, who would do that? Huh. So it is true Americans only watch things through the internet. I still watch Japanese TV. Well, I don't think it's that American to watch VTubers. After throwing the noodle cup in the garbage, I open the fridge and reach for one of the pre-packed salad bags. Okay, now, here's the question. Would Fiona watch Korone or Calliope? Like, the two options. I bought some so Junko wouldn't think I'm a weirdo who only eats noodles, though my moms have alerted her to my weedivore lifestyle anyway. Which are the two options? Yeah, Korone and Calliope are both Hololive VTubers. Yeah, or weedivore, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Or, I might be misunderstanding what you're saying, because communication is hell, yeah. Want some salad with 1,000 Island sauce? That sounds nice. Glancing over, I see Junko sitting on the couch, scrutinizing every corner of the living room with a curious look on her face. Well, yeah, I mean, which were the two VTubers you mentioned? Yeah, I have thoughts. Korone is, the dog girl in Hololive JP, and then Calliope's the, Grim Reaper one in, Hololive EN. Well, looks like she's already getting comfortable. I wrote this before Halloween was a thing, so... Oh! Huh. Fiona watched... Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah, Fiona watching Picora, that makes sense, yeah. Now here's the question. Would Fiona watch me? I open the salad bowl and dump all of its contents I open the salad bag and dump all of its contents into a bowl. I'm not sure how much sauce she wants though, so I'll just present her with the bowl and the bottle. It should go without saying that I'm not a very good host. The guests my mom send over usually stay in hotel rooms, so all this with Junko is a first for me. I get the feeling that asking a guest if they want salad might be a big faux pas. As for me, I'll have these BBQ flavored potato chips I had lying around. Thank you very much. I sit down next to Junko on the couch, and she turns on the TV before starting her salad. There's some cooking show about healthy vegan recipes on right now, something that Kaneko might watch if she were here in Chicago. I do think if it was written today, she might be into Ame or Yamada. She also watches Cross-Ick Sanji and was devastated by the Matsuri x Luna relationship, yeah. Rip, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't watch too many, like, big agency VTubers. Though, I don't really watch that many, like, indie VTubers instead. I'm too fucking busy. Yeah. Eating these chips while watching this feels rather sacrilegious, but oh well. So you're studying anthropology, right? Mm-hmm. And you're also a writer. Junko stops munching. Watch too many VTubers while working on this. God, yeah. Yeah, I watched tons of VTubers until I became one, and then, oops, I'm too busy streaming to watch. Yeah, I'm too busy being a VTuber to watch VTubers. Her cheeks redden a little and she swallows her food awkwardly. Yes, but I do not think I am that good. How come? Reading famous English authors only makes me feel embarrassed about my own writing. I find them to be too powerful. My mom seemed to like your writing, though. I mean, there's the saying, you become what you consume, yeah. And I mean, like, the two VTubers I watched, are, like, literally asked each other, yeah, you consume a lot of VTuber content, and you become a VTuber, yeah. Yeah, like, the two main VTubers I watched, like, they literally, like, played Yuri VNs together and then started going out IRL, which, yeah. My mom seems to like your writing, though. Well, yes, but I think if they like it, you're probably better than you think. They have good taste, you know. Ah, fuck. Do I have any... Dating sim where you're a VTuber playing a dating sim with another VTuber. Okay. I am gonna be right back. I need to get a fucking throat lozenge. Just a minute. Cough drops obtained! Yay! Yeah, Kessel said, something I actually consider. Good thing lack of money's what made me focus on GFT. Yeah, oh god, mood. I've got like 3 projects going on right now. Yeah. I have not read this much in a hot fucking minute. Currently designing big skeleton knight tank who has massive shield. Fuck yeah. I think if they like it, you're probably better than you think. They have good taste, you know. You translate Japanese literature, right? Have you perhaps worked on Akutagawa? Yeah. I translate only the highest class literature, like isekai light novels. I was wondering. Your parents never mentioned what you've translated. I do like Akutagawa, though. Really? My friends think he's a bit, old and ancient. Well, I don't really care for Rashomon, but I do respect his goal as a writer. He enjoyed reading translated European literature during his time, and thought of writing as a way to bridge Eastern and Western cultures together. I think that by adopting European techniques to tell Japanese stories, he helped open the eyes of Japanese readers to the possibility enabled by Western writing techniques. And I think that's pretty beautiful. Yes. That is what I like about him as well. I find writing for the world to be a very powerful mission. You must be proud of what you do, since as a translator, you are also bridging different cultures together, no? Well, I guess. I really admire your craft. Say, what kind of fiction do you write? My fiction? I'm not sure I can write. Don't be silly. Like I said, my moms know what they're doing. I actually have not written anything. Anything publishable, that is. Huh? Does that mean you, haven't gotten anything published so far? That's right. I am not a professional writer. I'm just trying it out. Slowly, Junko's voice becomes smaller and smaller. I can barely hear her over the TV. The only sound now is the TV chef's voice talking about vegan patties or something while in a bougie suburban backyard. Junko's merely fiddling with her fork in the salad, not saying anything. Is my first day off in so long really gonna end with this social awkwardness? Not that I'm socially awkward myself, but still. I want to say something, but any words I can think of get stuck in my throat. I'm reminded of the many times I've stared at my computer screen in despair. The times I'd, look at my word processor and immediately feel my mind BSOD. Fuck! I need a fucking BSOD expression on my Live 2D model. That'd be great. I knew I had a job to do and that people were counting on me, so I'd force myself to type. And even when the words I wrote would scream at me to give up on the charade, I'd persevere anyway. Maybe that's what I have to do right now. Hey, Junko, are you still jet-lagged? Junko slowly turns her head towards me. I can tell that she's taking a few seconds to register what I just said. After a moment, she gently shakes her head and gives off a half-hearted smile. Well, my mom said I gotta take care of you, right? I was thinking we could do a little tour of the city before school starts and you become too busy. What do you think? I think that might be good. That salad may not be enough for lunch, too, so wanna grab a bite? Junko nods her head. Oh, thank goodness. I have to admit, that was as petrifying as any of the 2 job interviews I've gone for in my life. There's just something about that silence that made it feel like she could explode at any moment. It's clear that there's something she's worried about, but I can't tell if it's something I did or not. Anyway, at least we're going outside. That ought to make her feel a little better. So, what are we eating? I can't help but let out a weird laugh. I'm always reluctant to have guests try this local delicacy, even if this is a tradition for Watanabe family guests. And even though I really don't like it. But, well, here goes nothing. We're eating Chicago's infamous deep dish pizza. I actually like thick crust or deep dish pizza. Sometime later, we find ourselves at a certain famous pizzeria on Michigan Avenue. As we enter the place, I see Junko's as starry-eyed as I'm dreading this. I'm happy for her, I guess, but I just don't like deep dish pizza. And the dystopian parking fees don't do anything to make me feel better, even if I'm sending the bill to my mom's. Thankfully, the place is not as crowded as it usually is. Probably because we just missed rush hour. We get seated in one of the several empty tables almost immediately, much to Junko's pleasure, and she quickly opens the menu. Oh! Apparently, this restaurant was the first to make deep dish pizza. Well, that's according to their marketing team. Almost every pizzeria around here says the same thing. Nobody actually knows by whom or where the deep dish pizza was invented. Its origins remain a hotly contested debate among Chicago historians and pizza enthusiasts alike to this day. I think I've seen this game before. It has just come out. Like, this is the demo for it. It is a very good game so far. I have, this game, it is just delightful. I have been loving every minute of it so far. Restaurants will say one thing, local newspapers, reporters will say another, and the cycle continues. The truth will probably never be known. But if you ask me, I'd rather spend my time reading Yuri visual novels than trying to solve this mystery. Fucking mood, that's why I'm doing this! This pizza certainly looks unusual. Yeah, that's for sure. As the name suggests, deep dish pizza consists of what is basically a bowl made from thick pizza dough. Weirdly tall crust literally walls upon the tomato sauce in, with a layer of cheese sitting at the bottom. Yeah. Roger, gotta try it out soon. Yeah. It's really good. I will be buying the Girl on Purpose shirt the moment they are available. It's just so good. So good. Depending on where you're eating, you might also get bell peppers or different types of meat. Definitely not something to order if you just want a quick, light meal. Let's order one and split it between the two of us. I need to give this robot tummy rub some more food. Let's order one and split it between the two of us. This robot isn't chubby enough. Alicia. Let's order one and split it between the two of us. How does it taste? Oh, yo! Yeah, you can... Hello, Fran! Hi! I am currently being... Where did that go? Shit. I was in the wrong window when I hit those keys, but yeah, this look very gay. Hello, Fran! You got here right as I was just being immensely fucking, bullied by, Alicia. Like, just overwhelmingly. But yeah. Hello, all of you! Ooh, no umbrellas allowed. Nice, nice, yeah. For all of you joining in for the first time, my name is Lemma. I'm a chubby queer robot VTuber who both makes and plays games on stream. Kids are all, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the network. How's it taste? Yeah, they're talking about deep dish pizza, which I'm fine with, personally. Ada's not.
Except those heretics.
You're from fucking Virginia. Why do you have an opinion on this?
Yeah, and like one of the abusers is Chicago. So just like...
Yeah, fair. Oh, behold Dr. B's PHB, thank you very much for the hydrate. Good feed lemon so much deeper. Alicia! How does it taste? I'll let you find out for yourself. Thank you for the stretch as well. And the posture. Yeah. I haven't had, like, yeah, pizza's nice. I've really been missing this one pizza place that I just haven't really been able to get food from for a bit because I don't have a car right now. Fran's such a pretty possum. Yeah, Fran is great. Yeah. I'll say it, even as, someone... Did I miss your lines? Yeah, I did not. Good. Oh. I was reading my scroll and whoops. Yeah. Yeah. I'll say it, even as someone who's lived in Chicago for 4 years, I don't get the appeal of deep dish pizza. I know, it's heresy, but... It just feels like tomato soup and soggy bread. That combination of almost liquid but not quite / almost crunchy but not quite mouthfeel is just too weird for me to stomach it, yeah. I've D&D now. Hopefully you stream for another 3 hours so you can raid me. Don't feel pressure. I'll keep going until either my throat gives out or I finish the demo, so we'll see. My, mouthfeel god friend. Yeah, this, I think the reason that I like, or that I'm fine with deep dish pizza is, I don't get pizza with sauce, because haha, my flavor of autism gives me, like, really bad, like, food sensitivity, or texture sensitivity for foods and shit. Yeah, I just don't do, like, tomato sauce or shit. So, like, my pizza still stays crunchy. In my opinion, the real local delicacy is the fried chicken from a certain shack-like place. I'm sure my fellow Chicagoans out there know what I'm talking about. But that's for people who want to eat normal things, not tourists after the stuff you can't find anywhere else. Or people accompanying said tourists. We finish ordering, and Junko spends her time excitedly watching the waiters deliver colossal pizzas to the other tables. Meanwhile, I try my hardest to not lose my mind to boredom. This lame 90s song they're playing over the speakers is determined to see me fail. So, my only option is to engage in that classic millennial anti-boredom pastime, checking social media. The translator's friend's getting married, huh? They're even posting pictures of their wedding dresses. Good stuff. Rajus. They're both 40-ish, if I'm not mistaken, and wanted to marry for some time now, but only recently managed to stabilize their household income enough to do it. Well, translation's a pretty precarious occupation, so I'm glad they finally have some stability. Let's see, what else? Another friend on my timeline is talking about their multilingual kid. They already know English, Spanish, and baby language. I remember when they released a video announcing their new book, and you can hear the kid going dun 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 in the background like a villain. Oh boy! Okay, anyone? Yeah, like, just before we proceed, I just want to check, like, that, like, everyone in chat is, like, comfy with these content warnings. I personally, like, oh, hey, Steve is very nice. Yeah, there's some very good content warning options in this. Yeah, like, if anyone in chat is, like, not super comfy without, what we're about to see, just, yeah, I will not be reading the slurs, but they will be on screen. I'm fine, yeah, just, like, I'm gonna give, like, let's say 20 seconds, like, just to account for, like, stream delay and such. If you don't want to see this, then let me know and I will skip it over. Yeah, it is very nice that they have the CWs in here. Okay. All right. Let's proceed. All right, then. It must be nice to settle down with a family. But at the same time, imagine having kids with the world the way it is right now. And besides, my life is already too complicated for me to consider getting a partner. Scrolling by, I happened to see a viral thread about another fellow translator, and one I personally know at that. He's been doxxed for adding politics into a manga. I put my phone away. Is something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Just work stuff. The pizza arrives. Wow, it looks incredible! That's a way to put it. Can I try it? Be my guest. Wait, you are my guest. Junko giggles at my bad joke before giving the pizza a tentative nibble. Nibble. Oh. Nibble. Nibble! Yeah. That was almost very dangerous. I hate having a mouth that doesn't always work the way I want it to. Fuck. Alright, continuing. So, how is it? It's delicious! What? I'm just surprised. Lots of people don't really like it. Myself included, actually. I was wondering if we'd end up going somewhere else to eat. No, it is very good. You should have some. I'm not that hungry. Oh boy. Alright, upcoming, slurs warning. I will be, not reading them out, but yeah. I can't stop thinking about that thread from earlier. I take my phone out again, this time to read it in full. It goes into great detail about the manga in question, its author, and the context surrounding the politics that were supposedly shoved into the story by the translator. Atlantis no Tamago is a rather well-known shonen manga series among teenagers. While I haven't read it myself, I've heard a lot about it from friends who have. The premise is the usual hero's journey you often see in battle manga. The protagonist lives in an underwater society and one day finds a mysterious egg while taking their seahorse out on a walk. A merperson hatches from it and reveals that all of their kind have been imprisoned in these eggs. And thus begins the protagonist's journey to save the merpeople. This part, sure we wrote a lot of it every pass. I'll honestly admit it's not the most eye-catching beginning, but apparently the fight scenes made up for that. The author took great advantage of the story's underwater setting to make them look and feel very unique, drawing in a lot of readers who were looking for something fresh. But as the story went on, the thread continues, certain themes started becoming more prominent. The human villains went to great lengths to conceal the egg's existence from society, going as far as criminalizing knowledge of them. They feared that the egg's contents could lead to chaos if they hatched, even though they only contained these innocent merpeople. Okay, alright, yeah, Castle, I really like the play on, like, eggs as, like, a trans term for, like, the metaphor here. That's cool. And the protagonist didn't know what to make of that. It felt absurd that the villains could be so afraid of something so harmless, yet their paranoia drove them to make their society increasingly totalitarian for the sake of security. As ridiculous as the situation felt to the protagonist, the oppression it led to was real and they had to stop it. It was at around this time in the manga's serialization that the author, in as yet untranslated interviews, started talking about their experience creating their previous series, or more specifically, how miserable it had been. Dana no Nazo was a rare shonen series with a female protagonist, but other characters would often sexually harass her for the sake of comedy. And you might say that's simply a given for the genre, but even at the time, some fans thought these scenes didn't match the mood of the rest of the story. And well, wouldn't you know, it was the editor-in-chief of the magazine the series was published in that demanded these sex jokes be added, because obviously a manga without boobs wouldn't sell, you see. The stress of working on a weekly magazine, being forced to add awful sex jokes to their work, and the misogynistic audience they attracted ultimately led to the author having a nervous breakdown. Dana no Nazo famously went into a 2-month hiatus before being cancelled entirely. Citing mental health related reasons, the author decided to stop working on the series, and for his part in this mess, that editor-in-chief left the publisher with a huge bonus. The author intended to never return to that publisher again, and said they even considered quitting manga altogether, but sometime later they were approached by the magazine's new editor-in-chief. As it turns out, they'd been a fan of the author's doujinshi works for a long time and were willing to give them complete creative freedom in a new series. They promised that a Dana no Nazo situation would never happen again. And that's how Atlantis no Tamago came to be. These interviews, the thread argues, provide ample reasoning for reading the series as a queer work of art. And from that point of view, it really does feel rather obvious that the merpeople and their eggs symbolize gender liberation, while the human villains stand in for conservative gender norms. Thank you for the hydrate, bees. Though, of course, a lot of readers still think SJWs are reading too much into it. Now that's a term I haven't heard in a while. But everything changed when, last week's chapter drop. Origins of the merpeople were finally revealed. They're an ancient agender race, sealed into the eggs by the first human colonizers of the underwater world who saw them as aberrations. Spell it out for the fewest folks playing this game. Yep. Most important, however, was the protagonist's relief upon learning this history. Suddenly, they understood what the discomfort with their gender that they'd always felt actually was. Now, they knew that the way they were raised wasn't the only possibility for how things could be. You can just be a girl. This history, while tragic, gave them the hope that a better world could be possible. Yeah, the chapter ended with the protagonist, for the first time in full control of their identity, proclaiming, "I am transgender." Needless to say, the first scanlations of this chapter to come out were a mess. Many of them changed the explicitly queer final line into something metaphorical. Yeah, like, "I am free from society," or "chains won't shackle me any longer," insisting that this is what the author actually meant. I am really glad that, like, the scanlation community for the works that are just, that, like, either have, like, creator's blessing because they're doujinshi or have no hope of an official translation, they have gotten much better with, like, taking care of trans folk. It's really nice. Thank you for another hydrate, bees. I really need those tonight. Yeah. This is the most I've talked in a long while, so my throat is having a moment. Yeah. Yeah, they're, like, just... I think the big thing is that, like, a lot of trans and queer folk are getting into, like, scanlation and such. Take care of that throat, Lemma. Thank you. Yeah. Do you have hot water? Not right now, but I am taking a cough drop. Likewise, yeah. Likewise, conservative readers would argue in comment sections that even if a character says "Boku wa transgender," that doesn't necessarily mean they are actually trans. Yeah. Hot water will help coat your throat and mucus and help a lot. Yeah, I'll have some after stream just because that'd take a little while. Yeah. Relaxa desu or da, the local experts on Japanese grammar said, and therefore it was an ambiguous statement, which is horseshit, yeah. Finally, the official translation of the chapter, was, ooh! Yeah, oh, Fran, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1. Welcome to LMOS. So someone who has literally talked 35 hours in total in the last 3 days of my job, yeah, I'll definitely get some hot water after this. Actually, I could go even better, but yeah. Finally, the official translation of the chapter was released on the magazine's app. It translated the final line correctly, of course, and all those readers who'd bought into the myth of an apolitical Japan hated it. What the fuck do redacted think eggs mean? They're just fucking eggs. Of course, yep, thank you for another hydrate. Yeah, Castell. Masterful fucking work on this. Yeah, masterful work on, like, using, like, eggs for this section. Like, just perfect. Like, that's really good, yeah. There's no way this blatant leftism would fly in Japan. Fucking SJWs shoving their crap into Japanese media again. They're maids, not mer people. Stop putting Western LGBTQ in my Japanese manga, yeah, Between all the vitriol and the homophobic slurs the thread laments, it's no surprise that some asshole ended up leaking the series translator's private info. It makes me sick. Perhaps more so because the translator in question, Roche, is an important person to me. We've known each other for basically as long as I've been thinking about translating things myself. I know that she deserves more respect than this. Thankfully, it seems that she's safe, seems she's safe now and seeking a therapist to help with the shock of it all. the idea of pressing charges against her harassers has also been brought up, but for the time being, all she said is that she'll be taking a break from work. How the hell could something like this happen to her? Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I did detail after detail with each pass to make sure it's faithful to actual translation scene, yeah. Yeah, like... yeah, like... There are yeah, like, there is a very good, like, community of, like, folks who, like, scanlate shit and, like, keep, like, the queer stuff in, but most of them aren't working on shonen. Like, I can name precisely one scanlation group off the top of my head that, like, does shonen manga and actually, like, keeps, like, stuff, like, keeps, like, queer stuff in place. Also, y'all should read/watch My Ramashita Iruma-kun, aka Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. It does not have an official English translation of the manga, but the anime is very good. The whole series is just spectacular. It's queer as shit. Like, Iruma is just such a good series. I put my phone away again, for real this time. This entire situation has left me completely dumbfounded. What's it called? I'll type it out. Yeah, it is, yeah, it's also known as Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. It is just such a good series. It is just amazing. Osamu Nishi is an excellent writer. Y'all should give it a look. Yeah. This entire situation has left me completely dumbfounded. What else can I do but despair at the state of my craft? Junko has some tomato sauce on her left cheek. Aw. Wipe it off. I point at my left cheek and she nods and takes a tissue to wipe it. Thank you, God, for this blessing of cute in these trying times. Yeah, just a work accident. Work accident? Did someone get hurt? Yeah. I had no idea that translation was the type of work that could result in accidents. Same here. Girl on purpose, yeah, no. I will say it. Yeah, like, every time someone brings up the girl on purpose shirt, I'm gonna say that I need two of them. Fiona's giving me transplant? I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's intentional. Yeah, like, big trans vibes? Yeah. Yeah, like, Castle. Oh, shit. The scroll down input is weird without having a scroll up with it, yeah. I had no idea that translation was the type of work that could result in accidents. Same here. I hope the person recovers well. I remember reading a post on social media by a translator years ago that said something like, "I'm scared of doing my job correctly." For a long time, I didn't know what they were talking about. When people think of occupational hazards, I assume what comes to mind are jobs that involve manual labor like construction work. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I need that shirt along with one I saw in the new season of Dragula, yeah. You know, the girl on purpose shirt, I need one tight-fitting one, I need one loose baggy one. Like, I need two of them, because both tight and loose are overwhelmingly strong vibes. Yeah, no, Cat. I am not going to, speak for Cat. I don't like the scroll input, but yeah. All those jobs are dangerous, of course, but I wonder what they'd make of something as innocuous sounding as translation turning out to carry such high risks as well. Yeah, no, like, I don't want to speak for Castell, the writer of this, who is in chat, but I'm pretty sure that Fiona's not cis. Wait, huh? looking down at the table, I noticed that there's only one slice of the pizza left. Did you? Oh, yes. My apologies. It seems I got carried away in eating... yeah, and ended up eating all of it. Oh, mood. Yeah. It was so yummy, I simply could not stop. Oh my god. I finally met someone who actually likes deep dish pizza. I hesitantly pick up the last slice and bite into it. See, is it not delicious? If you say so. I don't get it at all. Oh god, it's the fucking bean. I haven't tried much deep dish, but calzones are great, yeah. In Chicago, yep. This is in Chicago. You can paint it pink, yeah. There are clouds everywhere. Want to take a picture with the famed bean? We're currently checking out Cloud Gate, one of Chicago's most famous landmarks. If I recall correctly from an art seminar I took years ago, the artist wanted to create something akin to a portal between the earth and the sky. It's a worthy endeavor, but for the sake of simplicity, everyone just calls it the bean. God, fucking Anish Kapoor. Fucking Anish Kapoor. This is how we Chicagoans express our affection for important pieces of art, by giving them funny nicknames. Yes, but we should take it together. Yay. Okay, the animation here is, yeah, the blocking. Sorry, I don't really... Where's the girl on purpose shirt? Doesn't like pictures. Just spent a very long time talking about, like, a trans character in a manga. Oh, yeah, sorry, I don't feel like it. Oh. Say cheese. Cheese. No. Gay, homosexual, gay, yeah. Ada, I'm on stream. Just a sec, kiss it on stream. Junko then flies off to take a closer look at the sculpture, and while Grandma Fiona here looks around for a place to sit down. Man, how's it that she has so much more energy than I do when I'm only a couple years older than her? Oh, fucking mood. When we dropped by the art gallery earlier, she got really excited by that water fountain with the big towers that show people's faces in them. I actually had to stop her from playing with some children who were there so her clothes wouldn't get drenched. Likewise, she was fascinated by the ice rink next to the bean. I assume she didn't leave her old apartment in Yokohama, was it? Very often, since it looked like this was her first time seeing an ice rink. To be honest, I kinda envy her ability to be so enchanted by all these things. It all stops feeling special once you've lived here long enough. After finding a bench, I take out the bag of caramel popcorn I bought earlier and start snacking on it. I can finally wash away the deep dish pizza's icky aftertaste and relax for a bit. I wonder how long it's been since I walked around Chicago with someone like this. A year, maybe? Back when my moms lived here, we'd travel to Florida during their days off instead. Doesn't look like much has changed in downtown since then, though. Even the construction projects I remember seeing back then still aren't finished. Good to know my tax dollars are being spent well! A fruit fly. My phone starts buzzing in my pocket. I pull it out, wondering if it's my mom's again. But it's actually my editor. Well, so much for relaxing. What's up? Hey, we need you to start working on Penguin Vikings. Right away. Ah, so you got the license. Yes, but the publisher also asked for a print release as soon as possible. They're so old-fashioned. But then again, I had to buy a goddamn fax machine just to talk to them. Right, but what's the hurry? Beats me. I think they want to test the American market before doing anything else. But instead of dipping their toes, they're making us do double duty. It's either that or no translation. Ah. I read the web novel version of this title a while ago. The full title is We're Stuck in an MMORPG about Penguin Vikings, and it's based on a popular web browser game back in the day, except the writer had the penguin characters also be Vikings for some reason. Wait! Club Penguin Isekai? Scroll. Aside the scroll thing, I don't like the scroll progress input. That should be only, that should be based on your, skip setting. Aside from that, you also have the usual isekai setup about the protagonist dying and reincarnating in the game and so on. To my surprise, I ended up finding it quite an enjoyable read. It's a cozy slice of life, presumably because the game is all about crafting things with your friend. And isekais like that are the only kind I actually like. Hello, Kitsurai! Yeah, I am having a very good time with, this, VN so far. What about that rule of yours? The one about not making print versions of things you don't think will sell well. Well, I'll have to make an exception just this once. Oh, is mouse wheel skipping text? Yep. If you, scroll while you have, the GFT window focused, it'll, progress through the text really fast. Well, I'll have to make an exception to it just this once. Marketing this one's gonna be hell, but I think I can make it work. Yeah, that is weird, yeah. Yeah, just if I, scroll my mouse one click like that, it progresses. But if I scroll it multiple times, every, mouse click counts as another progression input. So get it ready as soon as possible. Oh, and make sure it's good, yeah? I'm counting on you. That is weird, yeah. Target the elder millennial audience, instant platinum volumes, which is what I said. Castel is one of the writers on this, yeah. Not even a talk to you later, huh? Okay. Translating requires you to think about language long and hard, so doing it both quickly and well is basically impossible. You know what, that tracks since it is Yuri about translation, yeah. Alas, that's what being a translator in the modern era entails. Yeah, I came up with the cursed story in the main text. The co-writer sorry fixed everything wrong, yeah. I don't think, yeah. That is a very Castel combination. Oh, wait! Kat, do you know Castel? I mean... Yeah. Alas, that's what being a translator in the modern era entails. Junko comes back, looking like she's had a far better time here than I did. Had fun? Yes, it is very inspiring. Nice, nice. Hey, my editor called me with work and it's getting late. Oh, but I've seen them around on Weather blog. Ah, okay, yeah. So I figured we should be getting back. Ah, are you going to work? Yep. Can I watch you do it? Huh? That came out of nowhere. I can't imagine why she'd ask that, but never mind. Alright. Well, if you want to see me look at a blank document for several hours, then sure. It's Junko's first time setting foot in Fiona's room, and well, where to begin? There are oily stains not only all over the floor, but also the walls. How did they get up there? Junko wonders. Piles of dirty clothes haphazardly shoved into the corners, and several trash bags laying about, which are the likely source of this bizarre stale broth air freshener smell. Why does her desk have a bottle of mouthwash and a toothbrush on it? Ah, just the thought of the story behind that one is enough to send a shiver up Junko's spine. But to be fair, while this is all certainly disgusting, it's not nearly as horrible as Fiona's parents made the apartment sound. Oh. Yeah, fuck it. I read Seabed and it was very good. 10 out of 10 emotionally destroyed me. Or it was written by the co-writer, though I directed it, yeah. Fiona's clearly at least tried to clean things up. Ah, her trying so hard, but still failing so utterly. Must have been an adorable sight. Oh, I like the little peek in, yeah, Junko's head. You're not very good at cleaning, are you? Yeah, this VN's atmosphere and drama is actually inspired by Seabed. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if I might have heard of Seabed before. I've got such a fucking backlog right now. I haven't even read Spare Parts Part 2. Hey, Zoomer. Junko likes her a cute mess. Oh, yeah. You should at least throw these trash bags out. The smell is very strong. Can I open the window to get some fresh air? Nah, it's okay. The bugs might come in, and they'd annoy me while I'm trying to sleep. The bugs? Well, maybe you can open it just for a little bit. I think I changed my mind. Yep. Fiona shrugs and sits down at her computer. It seems her editor's already sent her the script for her next project. I'm one of the 2 non-translator people credited for bringing Seabed into English. It's an interesting doujin visual novel. Ooh. Yeah. Meanwhile, Junko makes herself comfortable on the bed, or as comfortable as this thing allows anyway. Just sitting on it is making her butt hurt. Where did you get this bed? Ah, the previous tenant left it behind. I can see why they did. Even sleeping on the floor might be better for you. Got used to it, and there's usually no room on the floor anyway. They're getting snacks and fun opossum juice hard seltzer from the convenience store. Oh, have a good time, Fran. Yeah, I know how that sounds. My moms are always pestering me about it too. I don't understand how you manage to live like this. It's hard to care when I've lived by myself for so long, I guess. Anyway, time to work. Fiona puts on some music, and the familiar catchy... And the familiar, catchy opening riff hits Junko like a tidal wave of nostalgia. Wait. This is just Megalovania! This is the boss theme from ENVTuber, no? Yeah, no, this is just Megalovania. This is great. Oh, you've played it? Wasn't expecting someone like you to be into a game like that. That's an Undertale anagram, yep. Yeah. Sorry, co-writer asked for music, but that sounds like Undertale, so I found it. Yep, does sound like Undertale. Junko recalls playing it when it first came out, back during her high school days. Its graphic and music harken back to a generation of games from before she was born. She and her few friends still had a lot of fun discussing the game's secrets and stories. Yeah, that's Undertale! Truly, those were the days. Now you've just gotta find now you've gotta find a third Undertale anagram to make jokes about Deltarune. Yes. I did not expect you to listen to music like this while working either. You know, it just helps me get in the mood. Because translation is just as epic as fighting a difficult boss. This visual novel is a fucking masterpiece. Well, if you say so. My only real contribution, canned audience laughter. This is so good. That awkward silence, yeah. I thought it sounded cool. Looking amusingly dejected, Fiona turns back to her monitor and starts working. Progress is steady at first, as the song apparently does get her into the mood, but she soon starts furrowing her brow while staring daggers at the document. Junko figures out that she must have run into some kind of trouble. This boss is tougher than I thought. What do you mean? Junko, give me a second opinion here. You know what this means? Let me see. Inugami Kei no Ichizoku. That means Clan of the Inugami, if I'm not mistaken. Real talk, I played Undertale during an extra life in college, so it is actually nostalgic, yeah. God. Undertale came out 6 years ago. And the accompanying illustrations shows a character's legs sticking out of the water while they're underwater. Is that it? I'm afraid I do not get it. Right? What the hell is this supposed to mean? I haven't reincarnated into another world where this makes sense, right? Or it's supposed to be some weird joke? Or maybe it's just a plain non sequitur? Gah! Maybe it is a reference to something. Have you tried looking it up online? I didn't want to throw in the towel just yet in case it turned out I'd missed something. But you're right. Time to say goodbye to a bit more of my dignity. The two detectives look up the phrase on a search engine, and sure enough, it's the title of an old murder mystery novel. It later received a movie, adaptation, and here's the kicker! The poster prominently featured a corpse partially submerged in water, its legs sticking out in the air, just like in the story's illustration. Fiona groans at the revelation, while Junko can't stop giggling. How in the world was I supposed to know that? I think I might hate translating. What is it you were translating again? An isekai novel about penguin Vikings. The author must be a big fan of old movies then, to make this reference in a story like that. Fiona sighs. Well, as far as translation-related frustrations go, I guess references to old media that come out of nowhere aren't that bad. I've had more trouble with stuff like words that completely change their meaning depending on the context. Yeah, I am remembering, I'm remembering one series I've read that had, like, a whole page, like, after, like, the chapter complaining about all the things that Shinyu could mean. Just, God, Shinyu. That kind of stuff is way more annoying to deal with, and it makes me feel dumb when I mess it up. Junko pats Fiona's back to show her appreciation. It must be tough doing a job that's so difficult and underappreciated. She remembers hearing about the social aspect of being a translator, how you're either invisible and no one acknowledges your work, or you're too visible and people blame you for any perceived flaws in the text. This sounds like an unwinnable battle. So obtuse references like this aren't that bad, but they still kind of make me feel like I don't know enough English or Japanese to be able to translate properly, you know? It's a silly problem when I think about it, but it's still really demoralizing. Fiona frowns as she lowers the volume of the music and gets back to typing. It seems the song isn't helping much, anymore, but this situation reminds Junko of the final battle in Ant Dueler, how the protagonist got back up again and again, refusing to give up, despite being completely outmatched by the villain. Now here's the question, which route is she talking about? Maybe not the most unique of stories, but it's one that's inspired Junko ever since she began writing in earnest. Alright, Lemma. And thinking about that story, in turn, makes her think about Fiona. Gotta go now, so take care. See ya, Rem! Been great having you around. She'd originally thought of Fiona as an easygoing person, maybe even to an unhealthy degree. But despite her earlier complaints about her work, the contrast between her earlier aloof demeanor and current look of determination is like night and day. Even when she gets stuck in a boss and spends several minutes staring daggers at the screen. It's obvious how much she truly cares about her work. Seeing this, Junko can't help but respect Fiona. She respects Fiona because she's the type of person who Junko wishes she could be. Seeing Fiona work so hard reminds her of when she started writing. Hi,
Hi, Llama.
Hi, how are you? Good. This visual novel is gay as fuck. We just had a section where, one of the characters was, translating a Club Penguin isekai novel while listening to bootleg Megalovania.
I love it.
It's so good!
A Club Penguin isekai, does it like revolve around like the card game or whatever?
I'm gonna link you to this fucking VN. It is so worth reading. Thank you for the hydrate posture track. God, I love Ada. She was that passionate too once. Writing felt like a joy. Exploring ideas she found interesting, improving her craft, expressing herself. She wanted more stories to inspire others, just like how she'd been inspired by her own favorites as a reader. And isn't that what every writer wants? Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm honestly really happy with, like, the writing I've been doing recently. Like, the short stories I've done are really good. But no matter how many times she tried, her stories were only ever rejected by publishers. The letters kept coming, one by one, two by two, dozens by dozens. They filled up her email inbox and mailbox. She still read every one of them, clinging to hope, believing that maybe this time things would be different. But it was always the same thing. Thank you for submitting your story to Blank Magazine, but unfortunately, we don't believe it's a good fit for us. Boo. That means, like, she was writing queer... Like, that almost definitely means she was writing queer stories. Always the same generic template, always the same, please try again. As the rejections continued to pile up, that hope turned to disappointment, and that disappointment turned into fear. After all, hadn't she told her family to trust her? No, dropping out of school to write full-time won't be a mistake. I promise you, Mom, I'm gonna be a big writer soon. It might just take a while for me to find my footing, but it'll all pay off in the end. Just watch, Dad. I won't need to ask you for money from here on. That's where the anti-work bit of, the tag came from. It's not going to be a waste of time. It's not. It'll all work out. And then 5 years had passed, and all that Junko had to show for herself was a single published short story from 3 years ago. 5 years and just one story. What a joke. Today, simply finding the motivation to sit down and write feels impossible. And even when she does manage to do it, the words won't come out anyway. If she tries to push through, those same thoughts always return to Junko's mind. There's no point in trying, because I'll just get rejected again. Because my ideas aren't good enough. Because I'm not good enough. And I'll never be good enough. Just wasting my family's time and money, and now Fiona's parents' money too. And she finds herself thinking the things she's been trying not to since this morning. If Fiona makes it look so easy, then why is it so hard for me? That's why she respects Fiona. She respects how passionately Fiona can work, how she has a direction in life. But that respect also feels like poison in her heart. Alright, I got it! Fiona exclaims in a triumphant voice. Looks like she's been trying to figure out how to make that reference work in English and finally found a way. Let's just say it's synchronized swimming. Ha! Screw you, old-ass reference! Hey, Junko, what do you... Junko quickly looks away, but for a moment, Fiona could see her eyes. They look completely unlike her earlier gentleness. Are you alright? Yes, I just... She gets up and looks at the closed window, the oil stains, the garbage bags, anywhere but Fiona. God, this really does smell awful. Hey. And she leaves. She doesn't want Fiona to see her like this. The music of her high school days fades into the background. What was that about? Junko crashes onto the bed and stuffs her face into her pillow. This is just too much for her. She wants to sleep it all away, but her mind just won't shut up. She rolls to lie on her back and looks up at the ceiling. Fiona's so amazing, isn't she? Even when she's having trouble, she stays determined and doesn't give up. And eventually, it all works out for her. She makes it look so easy. If it's so easy for her, then I should be able to do it too, right? I want to write. And I know I can write. So I should write. I should write, but I thought that yesterday too. and nothing changed. Just like last week, and last month, and last year. Is that how it'll go tomorrow? This never-ending cycle of hope and disappointment. I can't stand it anymore. But I can't imagine anything else either. I can only see a void. I stumble towards it, fall down, and get back up. Again and again and again. I want to stop. I want to run away, but I have nowhere to run to. I have nowhere to go but this void inside my heart. Hey. Oh! You've reached the end of the demo. Thank you for playing and stay tuned. Okay. This was really good. Yeah. So I gotta check this out. Yeah. This was really good. Yeah. Thank you, BB, Curry, Castell, Len, like, Rikako, yeah, Saori. Special thanks, Moeki, and just, look, this was really fucking good. I cannot wait for the full version. This was just aces. Y'all need to play this. Especially when it comes, like, when the full comes out. Oh, it's so good. It's so, this was great. Like, the full chapter is 50, like, or the full script right now is 50,000 words. Wow. This has been just, y'all, every single one of you who worked on this. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for the stream. Thank you for making this. This is, honestly, I loved every minute. Entire thing is written, just needs editing and scripting, which will take a while. Yeah, okay, yeah. This was great. This was amazing. I have, every single part of this was just top notch. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, the scripting definitely, yeah, this is in Unity, yeah? Best of luck. Yeah, I am, yeah. Thanks for streams, well, yeah. Let me tab back to, like, my just chatting screen, but... Unity, Nananovel, Nananovel implementation. Yeah, that was really, really good. That was so good. Yeah, like, this is just delightful. I am so... This is... It's just amazing. It's so good. Like, the writing is amazing, the character designs are amazing, the art's amazing, like, every single bit of this, it just blew me away. Thank you so much for making this, all of you. If you want anyone to, like, do, like, voicing for it, later, just let me know. Yeah, like, I would love to, like, I had so much fun reading this. This was amazing. Thank you so much for making it. I am so excited for the full version. This just feels like it's, like, this was just so much fun. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the praise. Yeah, no, like, this is honestly just, this was, like, I am comfortable after reading that demo saying this, like, Gay from Translating is a masterpiece. It is so good. But yeah, I should probably wrap up. My throat is not like my throat is not happy with me. I've not talked this much in a while, so let's find someone to go raid. Ooh, Osaka's live. Yeah, I should go send over to her. I haven't been there in forever. Raid phrase. We're doing, I have to. Yeah, we're going with Cup Noodle Harem Raid. We're going over to Raid Osaka A. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, hanging out, joining in. Thank you, to just, Castell and Saori for checking it out. Yeah, it's about to make a joke about Water and Billy, but rest up, Fleming, yeah. Yeah, thanks, it was fun. Yeah, this was, day one this comes out, I will be streaming reading it. Like, I don't care if it's, like, not part of my regular schedule. I will read this on day one. This was just so good. Yeah, when we get over to Osaka's page, please don't hesitate to drop her a follow. She is very cool, and yeah, yeah, this will be my last stream for the week. I will see you back on Friday with something. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great week. I'm gonna go rest my throat, and I'm gonna send y'all on over. Let's get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you soon!